Hey guys, I'm Steph and welcome to my beauty stash. Welcome back guys. Thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click on that subscribe button and don't forget to ring that bell so that you're notified every time I have a new video upload. Today, we are going into round 2 of playing with the new Morphe by Jeffree Star Artistry palette and the new ABH Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 1 palette. I am so happy that I have both of these palettes and that I get to do yet another look, actually the look you see right here, using both of these palettes. On the left side, I will be going in with the Morphe Jeffree Star palette, and on the right side, I am using the ABH Norvina Volume 1 palette. Both of these palettes, guys, are so amazing. The quality is outstanding, and you wouldn't expect anything less from either one of these stars. So sit back, relax, and let's start playing with these gorgeous palettes. The first thing I'm going to go in with is the Essence I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. You can blend this out with your finger, but I'm going to use a little blending brush. Now I'm going to use some of the little e.l.f. eye tapes and place in the corner of my eye so that I can get a nice sharp wing. This is the length of it. I'm going to cut this in half so I can use the other half for my other eye. Just like that. Now we're going to go in with the Morphe by Jeffree Star Artistry palette. And the first shade I'm going to go in with is Pink Fleet. I'll be using the J59 brush. This is from the new Morphe by Jeffree Star eye brush set. And I'm placing that directly in my crease. I'm also bringing it out just slightly to where it meets the tape. Using the same brush, I'm going to take a little bit of back right here onto my transition area, which is going to be slightly above where I just laid down Pink Fleet. This color is really going to help to blend out that pink color so that there are no harsh lines. Now I'll be going in with the JS12 brush, and I'm going to pick up some of the shade Mogul and place that slightly below Pink Fleet. I'm going to work this one upwards along the tape. I'm going to go back in with the shade Back, and I'm going to use that to kind of just blend out what I have so far. Bring that in just a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with Fast Lane, and that's going to be applied to the lower portion of my outer corner, and then I'm slightly going to drag it upwards along the tape. I'm going to use a small little brush for that one. Actually, I think I'm going to use the same JS12 brush. Let me just wipe it off. Really just focusing it right there on the bottom. Kind of like making a wing. Instead of using eyeliner, I'm using the eyeshadow. Really easy to work with matte black. It's not the most intense black of eyeshadow that I've ever worked with, but I like that. Sometimes black eyeshadows, they can be a little intimidating, a little scary, because they can be so intense. But I really like I like the pigmentation on this one very much. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that brush off. I'm gonna go back in with Mogul and just kind of re-intensify that shade that I put right below my crease, right here. Drag it up. Now I'm gonna go back in with Pink Fleet. That's what I had in my crease. Now I'm gonna take a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape, and I am in the shade Fair. And I'm going to use that to cut my crease a little bit because I'm gonna lay down a nice shimmer sparkle color. I'm gonna use the JS10 brush to lightly blend that out. Don't worry if you're not very precise with the concealer. You can always go back and add the eyeshadow wherever you might have taken off some that you didn't intend to. And by adding the concealer, it just gives a more tacky base so that the eyeshadow, the shimmer, glitter, whatever it is you're going to lay down is going to adhere better to the eyelid. And it also takes away some of the other color that might have been placed there unintentionally, and just really gives it a nice white base so whatever you're gonna lay down is going to really pop. I'm gonna go in with that same brush, and I am going to go in with the shade 2. And I'm going to spray my brush with the Mario Badescu facial spray. You can use water also, doesn't really matter. I just have this handy. I really love using these tapes. They act as a really great guide. It doesn't matter if you're a professional or an amateur makeup artist. Just by using them, you can really achieve that nice sharp look to your eyeshadow. Bring that into a little bit into my inner corner. I don't want to do too much since I don't have the rest of my makeup on. Now I'm going to go back in and intensify the black shade, which was Fast Lane. I'm going to go back in with Mogul. So far, I like it. I think it looks really nice, really pretty, really evening. Of course, I would wear this during the day too, but that's just me. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner, and I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Flash Cat Eye. So I think I'm gonna leave the look here. Of course, I do need to do my lower lash line, which I will do towards the end once I have the rest of my makeup on. But let's take the tape off so you can see how it's going to look. There you have it. Now that's a dramatic evening look. Now let's do the other eye using the new ABH and Norvina Volume 1 eyeshadow palette. I'm going to use the same eyeshadow base by Essence. I'm going to place the other half of my e.l.f. tape down. This is a part that always scares me because I don't know if I am laying them down in the right spot to get the same angle, but I think that looks like it'll be okay. Hopefully. Now we're gonna have to try and fix it. Now I'm gonna go in with the new ABH Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 1 palette, and I am gonna create more of a purple eye look with this one. Kind of using the same shades, but more so bringing in the purples rather than the pinks. So the first shade that I am going to go in with is going to be A2, and I'm going to apply that directly into my crease. I'm using the same brushes. Now I'm going to go in with B1, and I'm going to place that slightly above where I laid down A2. I'm really kind of focusing that on the inner portion as well. Light circular motions, very light pressure. Now going back in with the JS12 brush, I'm going to go in with shade B4. I'm going to work that slightly below my crease. These shades are so pigmented, but they're easy to work with. They're easy to blend out. They're beautiful. Now I'm going to go back in with shade A2. That was my first shade. I'm going to go back in with B1. Now I'm going to pick up A5. And I'm going to place that on the inner and outer portion of my eyelid. Using the same little JS12 brush. I'm not bringing it all the way in. I'm just keeping it towards the inner portion. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm going to use that to create a little halo eye. I'm going to place that in the center of the eyelid. Now using the same JS10 brush, I'm going to pick up the shade B3. I did not wet the brush for this one, only placing that where I laid down the concealer. Now I'm going to go back in with shade A5 and just kind of re-intensify that inner and outer corner. I'm going to go back in with our shimmer shade B3. I'm going to go back in with shade B4. Now I'm going to take a little bit of A1 and apply that with my finger right in the center. And add a little bit of A5, that pink shade, just to kind of blend. A lot of this is just blending and going back and just adding in. Now I'm going to go in with some eyeliner. Going to use the same L'Oreal Cat Eye. So now I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup off camera, and we will be back to work on the lower lash line. Alright, so now that I have the rest of my makeup on, let's go ahead and start working on the lower lash line. I'm going to continue with the Morphe by Jeffree Star eyeshadow palette on the left side of my face. And the shade that I'm going to go in with is Pink Fleet. For that, I'll be using the JS13 brush. I'm kind of going to flick that out just a little bit under the black eyeliner. I'm not going to bring that all the way into my inner corner. I'm going to leave that free. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Calabasas, and I'm going to focus that more on the outer to middle portion of the under eye area. I'm also going to flick that out just a little bit under the eyeliner. Now I'm going to go back in with the J12 brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of Fast Lane, which is the matte black color, and I'm just going to kind of re-intensify that a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Welcome, and I'm going to apply that to the inner portion of my eye. I am taking it on the JS13 brush. Very pretty shimmer shade. Wow, very nice. I like that a lot. Now I'm just gonna go back in with the blending brush I was using earlier, which is the J59, and I don't have anything on this brush. It's just whatever product was left over, and I'm kind of just gonna go over everything. I really like the way that came out. Let me go ahead and apply some mascara. Today I'll be using the IT Superhero Mascara. Now I'm going to line my upper waterline with the Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner. I'm also going to line my lower waterline. What do you guys think? I love it. I think it came out really nice. That tape, man, that tape makes all the difference. All right, so let's move on to the ABH Norvina side. Now I'm going to take A5. I'm going to start working that on my lower lash line. Again, I'm just gonna flick it out under the black eyeliner. Using the same brush, I'm going to go in with a little bit of D5, which is the matte black. And I'm going to focus that on the outer portion of the lower lash line. So flicking that out just a little bit, being very careful. I'm going to take the blending brush JS9, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of A5. Just kind of slightly work that right out here. Now I'm going to go back in with the JS13 brush, and I'm going to pick up A1 and apply that on the inner portion of the lower lash line. What do y'all think? I'm loving it. I love the way both looks came out. It was so nice working with both of these palettes. They both blended out so well. The pigmentation is amazing, and I should not be surprised, and I'm not. Both Jeffree Star and Norvina wouldn't produce anything less but their best, and they really did it with both of these palettes. I absolutely love both of them. All right, so the last thing that I want to do is add a little bit of brow highlight, and I'm going to use the same little JS13 brush that I was using, and I'm going to use the actual highlighter that I used on my face, which is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter. This was from the Crystal collection that came out a few months ago, and I'm going to place that underneath my eyebrow. Now let me go ahead and apply mascara. I'm going to go in again with the Urban Decay 24/7 Perversion eyeliner on the upper and lower waterlines. Now let's set this face in place, and I'm going to use, of course, the Morphe and Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist in Starberry Scent. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. What do you guys think? We have Morphe Jeffree Star on this side, ABH Norvina on this side. I think that they both came out really, really nice, if I do say so myself. I really enjoyed using the e.l.f. tapes. That helps me a lot, especially when I'm trying to create a sharp edge. Even with my eyeliner, guys, on a daily basis, if I really want to do like a dramatic cat eye, I have to use the tapes. I am just not good with creating those sharp lines on my own. And I think, guys, that both of the palettes are definitely worth the investment that you are going to make. This one again retails for $35. It's available at the Morphe website and at Ulta.com. And you do get 30 shades in this palette along with a full-size mirror. The ABH Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 1 palette is available online at Sephora, Ulta, and of course the Anastasia Beverly Hills website. This palette does retail for $60 and you get 25 professional grade pigments. I like them both. If you can afford to pick up both, I would definitely recommend that you pick up both. Even combining them and creating looks using both palettes would be spectacular. That is coming up in another video in a few short days. So I will leave you here, guys. Loved working with these palettes. Can't wait to work with them again. So stay tuned for my next video. You guys have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated. Have my water here. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye.